Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and dear students. Warmly welcome to the SLIM Certificate in Pharmaceutical Marketing Open Day webinar. The Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, SLIM, has been the apex body for Sri Lankan marketers since back in 1970 and was incorporated by an Act of Parliament in 1980. SLIM, the Marketing Mahagedara, is recognized as a national body for marketing and authority to edify the marketing profession in Sri Lanka. So, ladies and gentlemen, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing conducted major national events, award ceremonies on a national scale. Slim People's Awards, Slim Digis, NASCO, Leading Leo, and etc. The Certificate in Pharmaceutical Marketing is a course which conducted for marketing medicals who are already employed in pharmaceutical companies and school leavers, freshers, who are aspiring to future medical delegates in their career and to enhance their career knowledge of pharmaceutical marketing and to prepare them for a higher career path in a pharmaceutical industry at SLIM. This program is a result of combination the professional expertise of the pharmaceutical trade with the inputs of the pharmaceutical trade with Sri Lanka Chamber of Pharmaceutical Industry and the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. This program is designed to fulfill a long-felt need for a certified qualification level for medical delegates. She's the Deputy General Manager, DGM for Business Development Division at SLIM. Thank you for being here with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, please warmly welcome Ms. Mihirni Fonseca for her welcome speech.
Thank you, Dasun. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, Mihirni, you're audible.
Right, okay. So once again, good afternoon to all of you. And especially, I would like to welcome Mr. Riza Cassim, Director, Marketing, SLIM Pharmaceuticals. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation to address these bunch of students today. And your inputs will be really valuable today. And also our lecturer, Mr. Sanjeeva Jayaratna, and also Miss Dilshani De Silva from SLIM Business School. I think so for some of you, today might be the first day that you all have joined SLIM for a program. So I will just take you through a very short brief, right, what SLIM is. Sanju, you can go to the presentation. So SLIM, as quite rightly Dasun mentioned, it's incorporated by an Parliament, and your Parliament Act, you can see the vision is to lead the nation's efforts towards economic prosperity, right? So we have a lot of responsibilities towards the nation, right? And so today you all have joined for an education program, right? Other than that, these are few of our national level events. You might have seen the brand excellence to recognize the brands, People's Awards, then to recognize sales, national sales awards. Then with the 50th anniversary, we started Restart Sri Lanka. Then FEs is to measure the effectiveness of advertising, and for the digital efforts, SLIM Digis, and also SMEDA is for the small and medium entrepreneurs. So these are actually some of our main events, right? So which will add value to SLIM. And also these are few of our associations, that is with the Prime Minister's Office. Then we are a member of Asia Marketing Federation, which comprises of 17 countries, and also Employee Federation, OPA, FCCISL, and National Chamber of Commerce, right? And also we have some international affiliations. Sanju, you can go to the next slide, right? Like we have affiliations with DMI, right? And with Emerald Publishing, Credly, and CIM. We are one of the oldest institutes, and our MBA is from Glendorexham University. And also recently we tied up with Gloucestershire University also for a general MBA. So these are actually the affiliations we have. So this is actually SLIM is not just a education institute. It has a lot of affiliations. And also you can see other than the education, we have the membership, we have events, and we have training arm. And also other than this, we have the sustainability and the research unit as well. right? And other than the SIM pharmaceutical marketing program, we have close to about 20 education programs in the portfolio, right? You can see the professional certificate in marketing that we conduct in Sinhala and Tamil also, and we have online. And our flagship product is postgraduate diploma in marketing. Then for the sales people, we have the national diploma in sales management, then the brand management. Then now today you all have joined for the pharmaceutical marketing. So when you finish this, so you all have a clear pathway up to the MBA to continue your studies. And also we have the services marketing program for the people who are in the service sector. Sanju, the next slide. And also we have the digital product, certificate in digital, diploma in digital, then DMI from Ireland, and then data-driven, CIM, then to improve your English, business and professional English, then entrepreneurial marketing, then professional certified professional marketer, then our MBA. So likewise, we have close to about 20-25 programs in the portfolio. And also we do customized training programs, customized education programs. And also we recently introduced the certified sales manager program that is for the seniors who are in sales, who has experience to get a status in sales. Right. So those are actually the education programs we have. So quite rightly, Dasu mentioned, SLIM is not just education, it's actually called the Marketing Mahagedara, which covers all aspects of the marketing to membership, trainings, everything. And also these are a few of our membership activities, and we have a very strong Toastmasters Club for the leadership and the effective communication. Then we have evening meetings, networking nights. Now, if you see in few days' time, we will be having a experience sharing forum with Mr. Dhammika Pereira, right? And also on the next day, on the 24th, we will be having a AI workshop with another, AI company, right? And with the eminent panel. So likewise, we have a lot of activities in STEM. So why I want to mention this is, so when you get involved in STEM, right? I would say not just a course, but get involved in other things also, right? Participate in the other activities, right? Because this will be helpful, because even if you all want to maybe come to the committees of the events, right? So you may submit your CV, then you will be able to support these events also. So likewise, so you all have joined the correct place for your studies, right? So want to see you all in the future programs as well, right? So hope that this will be the start, and you all will continue the other programs as well. And the important thing is this certificate in services marketing program. This time, the SLCPI has endorsed the program, right? So whereas so that will be a good this thing, because most of your company heads, the HR heads, has participated in the launch also and given their feedback on this program, right? So you all have joined for the correct program on the pharmaceutical industry, right? So wish you all the best for the program. And one more thing that I want to mention now, just after this today, we will be starting the classes also. So in a little while, Nandika will send you the link for the classes. In case if you all, because this is not the same link that you all will be having for the class also. In case by about 1:45, if you all don't receive 1:45, 2 o'clock, if you all don't receive your link, please do talk to Nandika on to get the class link. Right. So all the best, and over to you, Dasu.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Hirini, for the adding value to this certificate in pharmaceutical marketing open day webinar. Your valuable time, give us spirit to process ahead the open day webinar. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he is the director for marketing at Slim Pharmaceutical Private Limited with 6 years of his career experience at AZ Business Head Primary Care in Sri Lanka. And he completed his professional career at Milan Micro Business Head in Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, our dignitary pharmaceutical marketer achieved HEMA CEO's award for the best pharma performer in 2019. It's good to see you here, sir, and great pleasure to join with us for the Pharmaceutical Marketing Open Day webinar. Mr. Riza Cassim, over to you.
Hi, Dasun. Hi, Mihirini. Thank you very much for the opportunity given today, and thanks a lot for it. And hi, everybody. Hi, young participants who have come here for the first time. And I would say you have joined one of the most lucrative fields in the future, and one of the most lucrative fields that is been for the last so many years. And talking about the pharmaceutical marketing in Sri Lanka. It's an amazing journey that I went through for the last 29 years. I started as a medical rep, and during the last 29 years, it evolved me as a product head, brand head, and also I went to become the country head and also now the director at Slim Pharmaceuticals. To begin with, Slim Pharmaceuticals and Slim doesn't have any conflicts. It's a completely a different entity. So Slim Pharmaceutical belong to a different party. And and also I just want to inform you this when it comes to the pharmaceutical industry, the the qualification that is offered by Slim gives you the scope and gives you the direction to move forward in your career. In pharmaceutical industry, there are two different angles. One is the commercial journey, and other one is the product journey. So when it comes to commercial journey, now most of the guys who have been joining here may be medical delegates. So you can be a medical delegate, then you can be a senior medical delegate, you can be a coordinator, you can be a senior coordinator, you can be a sales manager, you can be a business manager, and you can be a country manager. So that goes in the pathway of the commercial journey. Then we have a separate pathway called the product journey. Now, in this product journey, we don't have much people in Sri Lanka. So this is one of the scope that we can really look into. And one of the courses that have been offered, these are the courses that have been offered by Slim, will definitely help you all to go into this. For an example, you start as a product executive, then you go as a senior product executive, then you go as a product manager, then you move as a clinical service liaison officer, then you move as a medical service liaison officer, then you move as a medical advisor, then you move as a medical physician. So this particular field helps you in two particular journeys. One is the commercial journey, and the other one is the product journey. And add on to that, what are the back office opportunities that you get in this? You have the demand planning, you have the data analysis, you have the back office stuff, for an example, like looking after the stores, and you have the sales support, sales admin. So there are and regulatory. So there are so many opportunities that have been inculcated in the pharma industry. So I believe personally, you young guys, almost 40 to 45 young guys who are joined here today, you have kept it to the right field. And Sri Lanka at the moment, the entire market is around 113 billion and moving at the value growth of a double digit. And there's a slight volume depreciation, but value growth is high and moving towards a fantastic lucrative business in 2030. For an example, like our growing segments are something like cardiac, metabolic. Metabolic means the diabetes market. Then we have the neuropsychiatry. Then we have the cancer market. So by 2030 in Sri Lanka, our disease burden is to be topped by cardiac and neuropsychiatry. So you can imagine how many new drugs will come into the market, how many reps are needed, how many professionally qualified reps are needed to handle these situations. So guys, I wish you very much and all the best for you, for your future endeavors. I personally feel you are in one of the best fields in the Sri Lankan industry, and I wish Mihirini and the entire team all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Riza Cassim, for your good and valuable time spent with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, there have been a lot of insights and information I hope you had and have to get throughout this session and this open day webinar. He's reading for the doctorate of philosophy at the University of Sabaragamu in Sri Lanka, PGDip in counseling and psychosocial support, University of Colombo in Sri Lanka. He is the certified professional marketer at Asia Marketing Federation. Good afternoon, sir. And it's great pleasure to join here with us, Mr. Sanjeeva Jayaratne. Warmly welcome for a lecture or speech. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Mr. Sanjeeva Jayaratne.
Until Dr. Sanjeev log into the session, shall I proceed with the program brief?
Sure. Okay. Yes. Sanju, can we proceed with the program brief? Is it okay?
Yes, we can proceed thus.
Okay, I'd like to warmly invite for the program brief the junior executive at the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing Business Development Division in Kitulwatta, Ms. Dilshani De Silva.
Good afternoon, dear students. I cordially welcome you all on behalf of Sri Lankan Institute of Marketing. Therefore, we'll move on to discuss about the program brief. I am Ishanti De Silva, the junior executive of Slim Business School. The program overview. The target audience of the course is considered to be the medical delegates, those who are employed in the pharmaceutical industry, and the school leavers who are interested to being future medical delegates. Okay, now let's move to discuss about the entry criteria. The entry criteria category number 1 includes about the GC O level with the experience. At least you have to complete 1 year experience relevant to the sales and marketing. Further, if GC O level with 6-month experience of the pharmaceutical industry and excellent communication skills in English is required. And GC A level work experience, those who pass the GC A level, at least 6-month experience in the sales marketing field and with 2 passes in GC A level in the bio stream. PCM work experience and those who have completed the PCM certificate is also applicable. Work experience, those who have at least 2 years experience in the sales and the marketing at executive capacity can be entry for the course. The program objectives. When it comes to the program objectives, familiarize the students with the basic concepts of the medical delegate in the job role, rights, and the responsibilities. Widen their medical knowledge in order to understand and respond in a rational manner to the doctors and other medical professionals. Introduce the students to the concepts, analysis, and activities to compromise the sales and marketing and to train them in assessing and solving marketing problems. Encourage the students to adhere the ethical practices at all times. help the students to develop the critical thinking and sharpen their analytical abilities by promoting the self-esteem, identifying and developing talents and interests, motivating the students to achieve their full potential, and striving for excellence in all endeavors. The program outline. The program outline consists with 3 modules. Module number 1, Marketing and Pharmaceutical Marketing Ethics. Module number 2, Pharmacology and Pharmaceutics. And finally, the module number 3 consists with personal grooming. Each category of the module with respect to module number 1 carries 57% and module number 2 carries 16% and module number 3 carries 7% and it ends with the case study briefing. The program structure. When it comes to the program structure, the module number 1 includes the study areas of Introduction to Marketing and Marketing Environment, Marketing Mix 7 pieces and 4 pieces, Understanding Consumer and Buying Behavior, Segmentation, Targeting and Position, Pharmaceutical Product Planning and Development, Pricing, Place Distribution, Distribution Management and Sales Management, Promotion Planning, Marketing Planning and Control, Writing Skills, and Code of Pharmaceuticals Ethics. Pharmacology and the Pharmaceutical module carries out area of the study, general terminology of common Latin terms, basic anatomy, introduction to pharmacology, routes of administration, absorption, distribution, excretion of drugs, metabolism and bioactivity of drugs, knowledge of existing pharmaceutical molecules, impact of molecules and intended benefits, allergies to antibiotics. Under the personal grooming module, workshop on doctor detailing, workshop on personal grooming includes. These are the program outline components. This program is consists with English medium. Almost all the sessions will be conducted via the MS Teams. The industrial experts will be delivering the lectures and the LMS facility will be provided to the students. So the students are capable of downloading all the required material from the LMS. When it comes to the student registration at the point, this is the interface of the student registration portal, LMS, where the LMS guidelines will be shared among all the student bases within the upcoming week. So let's move on to the assessment and the evaluation criteria. It includes with formative and summative assessments available within the evaluation method. The evaluation structure carries up individual case study presentation. The students are supposed to do the presentation based on a case study covering the respective module number 1, Marketing and Pharmaceutical Marketing Ethics, which will be commenced on the date of 6 June 2024. And the written exam cover up 3 modules, which will be held on the 26th of May 2024. So this is the mark allocation. When it comes to the mark allocation, 40% will be covered within the individual case study presentation, where the awarding marks are under the category number 1 module, Marketing and Pharmaceutical Marketing Ethics. And for the written examination, it is a 3-hour paper. Part number 1 cover 30 MCQs, part number 2 short answers and questions. And it will cover 60% of the marks. So the grading system cover-ups the grades including the fail, ordinary and good pass. So you have to get 40%. So this is the future study opportunities. After the completion of the certificate of the pharmaceutical marketing, you are able to do the diploma in pharmaceutical marketing and the PG Dip of marketing. Ultimately, you will be joined to the MBA. So when it comes to the help desk, the program coordinator is Shanti De Silva and the SIM library Gayana Abesingha is available and the student counselor is Nagi Ediri Singh. So after completion of this program, you will be ended up with the certification and the awarding ceremony. So after you will be able to after the end of the successful journey of the SLIM, we are looking forward to you all at the course. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Dilshani De Silva, for your program brief. So ladies and gentlemen, dear students, thank you for your waiting. So good afternoon, sir, and it's great pleasure to join with the Pharmaceutical Open Day webinar organized by Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. I warmly invite Mr. Sanjeeva Jayaratne for his lecturer speech. Good afternoon, Mr. Sanjeeva Jayaratne.
Very good afternoon. Thank you very much, Jason. I hope everyone can hear me.
Yes, sir. We
Okay.
can hear and audible, visible.
Okay, perfect. So first of all, thank you very much, Slim, for inviting me for delivering the lecture panel and speaker note when it comes to the pharma intake. And I just learned throughout the presentation that made here that the entire pharmaceutical marketing in certificate in pharmaceutical marketing has been revamped and it has been developed in order to address the most I would say updated market requirement. So that I take as a pride for as a lecturer to deliver to all the gathering as well as that sharing the knowledge from the clearly mentioned about that industry speak the experts about those details and I take this opportunity to share the knowledge that we carries as well as to practice them when it comes to day-to-day activities as well. So let me share a small presentation of mine. So before we start today's lecture, so like the soon introduced, I'm Sanjeev Jayaratne. Uh, so I'm actually heading the marketing and market head of acting as a head of marketing for a company in Sri Lanka and holding an experience of over uh, 18 plus years in the sales and pharma industry. So all this time and currently I'm delivering lecturing for multiple grade of students starting from MBS, BSc as well. So before that, before we move into here, I want to share some global fact. So this is the fact that I have taken recently from a study. So they have predicted, you can see in here, it says, 3 in 4 employees globally report difficult to find for a talent need that they in 2022. So that's it's basically like if you're taking 3 in 4 employees, almost 70% percent of the time, that globally we find difficult to find a suitable candidate. We can find candidates, that's not a challenge, but find a suitable talent, or we call this as a talent for a position, has been so difficult over the time. So any thoughts comes to your mind why this has been so difficult over the time? If you deep dive into the areas, what happened is we are seeing most of the time that the candidates as well as the talents that we see is basically not carrying the entire requirement or the total package that the company is expecting or a particular job is expecting. So this is the bigger gap. So we have, on the one side that we can see the unemployment rate is basically increasing, but at the same time, the industry basically facing a lot of challenges when it comes to finding the right talent. So to share with you one recent example, so actually this is very common in the pharma industry. So I happen to be in the pharma industry for like last 18 to 20 years. So we have just published one vacancy and we have received lot of application, loads. I mean, it comes like loads of application to there. But when we are in the process of selection, so we see very rarely we find a suitable candidate for a given position. Why? That's the biggest concerns that we are having right now as an industry, especially if you're drilling down into the industry wise. That's one of the biggest challenges that we face as well. We have a lot of people, a lot of employees, yes, but if you are when it comes to the market, when you're finding a right suitable candidate or a talent is a daunting task. So I think Riza would also agree with me. So find a suitable candidate for a position it's no joke. Why? Because we have candidates, yes, but we don't have suitable candidates. The reason is why we are developing. We have not actually developed ourselves to grab these opportunities. That is where, when it comes to especially the pharma industry, marketing plays a very strong role. If you're in the frontliners, all the people who are working in the front line, so they plays a very important role when it comes to total business operations. So in that case, we need to upgrade ourselves. We need to take all the required skill sets and the competencies in order to grab these opportunities. Some of the times with the benefits and as well as the lucrative incentive packages and a lot of other benefits that we take as the frontliners, we are getting so much comfortable in being in that position for long. So, but when the time goes by, your time pass by, so you need to be ready to get the next level as well. So this is where I think, like I think it has been already joined about like 50 plus invitees, basically participant for this webinar. I'm really happy to see this much of eager towards of getting your knowledge and prepare yourself for tomorrow. Because there's a famous quote says, you need to be ready at any given point to take an opportunity. Because why? Opportunity does not wait. So there will be opportunity. Okay, for example, now we see there's a lot of people who are migrating from here to another country. So when the migration, or in that case, if someone is leave the organization, the next person should have been basically they need to be prepared to grab the position, or otherwise that talent has to be seek outside. So this is the biggest challenge. So I believe the people who are joining today with us and joining hand for the pharmaceutical certificate in pharmaceutical marketing in this program is basically eagerly waiting them to develop this career enhancement. So why marketing? So you can see if you're taking globally, the second position comes as the sales and marketing as a top demanding role wherever you go. Especially when it comes to Sri Lanka. Yes, that's also part. And especially when it comes to the pharma industry, this plays a very important role. Now we see artificial intelligence is coming. Lot of jobs are basically replacing with the technology. But just think for a while, if you're taking the pharma industry, how difficult it is to replace the frontliners or this marketing function. That is impossible. Because why? Because when it comes to pharma, this is very, very unique how we are using these talents, this level of relationship building, as well as just the promotion of our products. Person to person promotion is very, very crucial when it comes to pharma industry. So if you're taking all other industries, you take IT, one of the most growing industry, but at the same time, most risky industry as well, because most of the functions are now becoming replaced by artificial intelligence, by a lot of other technological replacements. So if you're taking the manufacturing industry, a lot of functions has been already replaced. So manpower is slowly reducing. But if you're taking the pharma industry, it is so difficult to replace this the frontliners and the jobs that we are taking in the field. That's very, very important. But there will be one thing we need to be work on. That is where that we are growing ourselves. Very important, because if you are comparing this pharma industry between the last 10 years back and today, now you will see the people who are in these industries more capable and more knowledgeable, as well as more competitive. I would say more competitive, right? So all the previous people, yes, they had the knowledge, everything. But if you're taking today is very competitive. The competition was not there maybe like 10 years back. So if in a competitive environment, as an individuals, we also need to groom ourselves. So this is where that we see as basically this is becoming a very, very important program for us to groom ourselves, as well as that face in the future demand requirements coming in the market as well. Because this program is basically widened for us. I mean, like it's had a broad scope, starting from O-level, A-levels, marketing careers, basic marketing qualification, so the people who are seeking knowledge, right? Or already the working professionals, right? And also if you're taking off the entrepreneurs even, so that they also can take knowledge out of this program. And I see when I was just going through the last Ishari's presentation, she has mentioned there are three important core modules that will be covered in the pharmaceutical marketing program. The first one is marketing and pharmaceutical ethics. Very important, because marketing might be very broad concept, where that we will confine into the pharma industry, and we will use these application source of how we can increase and how we can enhance our capabilities towards of delivering this to our target audience. And secondly, very important, the pharmaceutical ethics, because we are dealing with, if our total business is depending on the relationship marketing, so that we will discuss during our lecture module in the after 2 o'clock. But the total business is basically depending on the relationship marketing. So this relationship marketing has a lot of other components. So company objectives, company ethics, company values, sustainabilities, because most of the times this ethical concept is becoming more valued and pivotal in the pharma industry, other industry as well, but it is very much pivotal into the pharma industry, because all the practices that we are taking in the pharma industry is very important, that you maintain the industry standards, that you maintain the industry requirement. So maybe doing unethical things, there'll be a lot of unethical things can be coming in place, but at the same time, those unethical practices will have a short shelf life. So they'll be expired very soon, because why? If someone wants to follow these things, others also can follow. So this doesn't have a long shelf life. If you want to have a long-term objective orientation, then in that case, pharmaceutical ethics is a very important rule that we need to follow in order to maintain a long-term or the sustainability of the business. So that part we will discuss, how as an organization and how as an individual that we can maintain our pharmaceutical ethics towards of building a sustainable career or sustainable path. And secondly, the pharmacology and the pharmaceutics. So this program will provide you by the most expert panel of lecturers of what is pharmacology, what is pharmacokinetics, what are the basic terminologies, and as well as the basic ways, and basically a total package, a product training kind of a thing for each and every one in a general sense. Because why? This will establish a set, basically a platform for everyone to upgrade yourself. Because if you are coming to pharma industry, especially if you are dealing with the pharmaceuticals, even it can be devices, it can be another technology. So the core selling point is for us is not the products or services. The core selling point is for us is the science, because our products, all the products are basically surrounded or very much guarded by a very strong foundation of science. So knowing science is very important for you to differentiate yourself among the rest of the colleagues that you will face. Because if I take in the pharma industry, you will see a lot of individuals that you will come together. I mean, like, I don't want to mention, there are very popular places, people get together, they come, they have a chit chat, a lot of people. Certain organizations, they have about like 1,500 to 2,000 medical rep itself. So huge base. So out of these 1,000 or 1,500 medical representatives or the medical related professionals that we have in the industry, how you can differentiate? So if you want to differentiate, you should have a unique feature. We call this as USP. You need to develop a unique selling proposition. So you will see when someone walks into a doctor, so doctor is easily recognizing by him, maybe due to a very unique selling proposition. So as an individual, you also need to develop this USP for yourself. That is how you can grow in the career ladder. And last, very important, the personal grooming. Why personal grooming? Because we use this in the personal. We are dealing with the personal selling. So personal selling is the tool where that one person is promoting or one person is selling a product to another person face to face. So direct communication that you are having. So there, the personal grooming is basically the first appearance, or we call this as the first impression. So this first impression is very important, especially in the pharma industry. And I'm very proud to say, if you're taking the pharma industry and the set of people that we have in the pharma industry, the most glamorous as well as most, I would say, most attractive dressing styles that we have. So they are using very good brands, the neatly dressed, neatly trimmed, and haircut, everything, and wearing a good branded products, even starting from the perfume to the all other clothes. So because why? That speaks before you speak yourself with another person. So itself, the person itself speaks on behalf of you. So remember, these three components are very important if you want to build a successful career in the pharma industry. So this program is uniquely designed to address these requirements. So that is why I'm very confident the people who are taking this program will have a definitely a value. We call this as a competitive advantage. So competitive advantage is where now imagine there's a vacancy is coming up. So there'll be 100 of people is applying for this vacancy. How one person is getting this one? That is a competitive advantage. So this person has a competitive advantage on another person. So how you build the competitive advantage? That is up to you. So this will be a very important tool for you to develop your competitive advantage. And also not only that, so this will deliver by the experienced lecture panel and as well as the industry experts, because sometimes we see most of the programs that they are delivering with the theory, but when it comes to practical knowledge and practical approaches, we hardly see these things. But in this program, basically we have the both combination, very good combination actually, with the industry expert as well as the theories, how we are implementing these things in the day-to-day operation, and also teaching methods. You can see that even there'll be a case study, there'll be a exam, and a lot of other teaching methods had. And also we are using English language as a primary language for this to basically to conduct. But at any given time, if anyone wants to a clarification using of different languages, of course the lecture panel is there for you to get the further clarification. And also there'll be discussion on the fast papers and other supporting as well, right? And also concluding with the revision. So this is how the entire composition and how this program is basically designed for you to take you to a successful point. Maybe after 3 to 4 months time, you will be facing this your milestone at the end, that you to have this qualification. But what a very important thing is where that the knowledge that that you are gathering during this period is very, very important. And also what next? This is a very important part. So what my humble request is, if you are in the field or if you are in the even in the office as well, but remember the most of the time with the free time that we are having, we are becoming very idle, because we feel like just expending time with this idle time that we have. But I humbly request for everyone, so this is the time that you can invest yourself. Soon after completing this, you will have multiple options. You will start with the same MBA, or maybe you can even go for PG dip as well. So any of the options that you can pursue, like the program coordinator has mentioned. So I wanted to conclude this my short lecture note, just saying one thing. So that is, you have been entered into the correct path, and this program will give you a very good understanding, and also this program will set up you a foundation where that you can take off yourself to the next level of your career. So thank you very much everyone for joining this program, and as well as I'm wishing I'm expecting that we can continue the lecture from 2 o'clock onwards. And I wish you all the very best for all the people who are joined. And as well as I recommend a small request, please cascade this news to your friends, because this will add a lot of value for everyone's life as well. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Sanjeev Jayaratna, for that great introduction and the program brief about for our students. Hope, ladies and gentlemen, dear students, the session which gave you a plethora of opportunity to learn the value of becoming a professional pharmaceutical marketer from SLIM. Ms. Mihrini Fonseca, Mr. Riza Cassim, Mr. Sanjeev Jayaratna, Ms. Dilshani De Silva, dear students, our dignitaries, it's great pleasure to join with the SLIM Certificate in Pharmaceutical Marketing Open Day webinar. Have a great day. And one more notice, as Ms. Mihrini Fonseca mentioned, that you all can get the lecturer's link in a little while from Mr. Nandika, one of our program counselors. Thank you.